There it is. Oh my goodness. Okay, Bridget, if you've been hanging on there, I apologize. I don't know what's been going on with StreamYard. I'm sure it's probably a user error. But I've been trying to get on for the last 10 minutes and it finally took. And it's so frustrating. I don't know what I did here. Hi, Sandra. So if you guys have been fumbling along with me trying to get live, I apologize. We were supposed to start 10 minutes ago, but I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. So my name is Monica Taylor. I've been doing these live streams every Sunday. This is something that I do when my husband watches football at his dad's house. So I've been calling this little crafting session, Forget About Football, Let's Create Cards. So today I said we were going to create ATC cards, but I'm kind of going to change it up a little bit. I thought instead of creating ATC cards, we can create tags, right? I mean, we're kind of going right into the holiday season. And I thought tags might be a little bit more appropriate, something I could actually use when they're completed. And ATCs and tags kind of are similar, at least for me when I'm creating them. It's just a different shape. So that's what we're going to work on today. We're going to create some tags. So now that I'm live, now that I've gotten past my technical difficulties, I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera down and let's get started. I'm so sorry, you guys. It's so irritating. All right, so let me turn the camera down and we'll get going. Just bear with me 1 second. And let's make ourselves right side up and we'll get going. All right. I'm afraid to push any buttons here. I don't want to break it. Okay, so this is actually just a mixed media project that I created a while ago. And I know last week I did a mixed media project with you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And I was cutting out paper for my tags and I found this. So I thought, oh, let me go ahead and just share it real quickly with you. So mixed media can be anything. It could just be plain. It could be an actual project that you make. But this was just something that I was playing with, trying different stencils and different textures. But today, like I said, we're going to make tags. I'm a little bit flustered here. So and I wanted to show you this because this is originally what I was going to do for us. But I'm going to do tags, but I wanted to share this with you instead. So I see we've got Sandra and is it Bridget in the house and Leanne as well. So where are you ladies from? Can you just go ahead and give me a shout out? Let me know where you're watching from. So these are ATC cards that I created. And I kind of created them like a matchbook. So you have a little staple gun here, and then you have perforations. I don't know if you can see that, but you can tear these off. And these are just ATC cards that I've created in the past. And these are really cute. I mean, you can give them to friends, crafty friends. You can do them as gifts. They'd be great stocking stuffers, I think, if you have anybody that you need to give to. But these were really fun to make. And I just wanted to share with you, this is what we were going to do today. But I thought maybe we would do tags instead. So would you guys rather do something like this? Or would you rather do tags? We can always do this next week if you want to. I kind of set up for tags here. You're in Phoenix. I lived in Phoenix 20 years. My husband was a teacher at All Saints Episcopal Day School downtown. So we moved up to Prescott after he retired. So that was something that we just wanted to do, get out of the heat. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in. So I wanted to share this with you because I wanted to do maybe a little take on this. And I planned on doing tags. Yes, Sandra. So we're going to get back to tags. So with your tags, you can cut out the tags on your own, which is what I did here. I have my little sidekick here on the table, and we're going to be playing with this. And then you can also create, no, this probably would fit. You create bigger tags, you can create smaller tags. And then when I was playing, I started playing with my tickets. And you guys might recognize this. This comes from the Sissix die set that came out, oh gosh, several years ago. And I thought, you know what? It would be really cute to create something like this, but with the little tickets. And there's 2 dies that have the perforation that you can do that with. Now, when I created these, let me see if I can find my tool here. I didn't plan on using it, so I didn't bring it out. But it's that little rotary gun from Tim Holtz that creates the perforation. And that's how I did these. But this is the die, and this is how the die comes. And they're fun because you can tear them off. So I had the idea that we can create these little things, and rather than it being a matchbook, maybe we can invert it. And this would be a cute little thing to hold some of our little tags, right? Because tags don't have to be big. They can be small and cute. So maybe we'll have time to jump into this too. But isn't that a cute idea, guys? I mean, we could just pre-cut them with our dies, and then we can create little matchbook, inverted matchbook holders to house them for us. And then when we need them, we can just tear them out. So if we have time, we'll work on that. So let's jump into our tags. So I don't know if any of you guys watched Tim Holtz, but he did a live yesterday, and he started talking about, getting ready to craft, organizing your craft space. And I did a video on that came out on Saturday with some tips on crafting. I don't know if you guys saw that video where I gave you some tips on how I get ready to create my Christmas cards. Hi, Susie. How's it going? And you're lucky you came late. We had some technical difficulties getting started, but we finally got it going. So if you guys haven't seen the video I released on Saturday, where I talk about how to have a stress-free crafting season, check that out because I have some tips for you in there. But to get back to Tim Holtz, so he had a video, a live on Saturday where he talked about how he's getting ready to get ready for the holidays. And one of his tips was to create or reorganize his craft cart. So let me see if I can share this with you. This is what I've been working on today. Here, so here is, let's see if I can share. Here's my craft cart. So it's kind of like Tim's, right? It's just one of those carts. I think we got it at IKEA when we lived down in the valley. Just trying to get organized here. And I've started organizing my craft cart. I'm not quite done yet, but I shared a before and an after, before and an after on Instagram. So if you haven't started following me on Instagram, make sure you check that out because I'm going to be sharing with you my completed cart once I have everything in there. Hope I'm not making anybody dizzy. So, all right. So I have this little cart next to me here, and I'm going to be using this all holiday season. And I kind of like it because I think this is going to be great for even after the holiday season. Just have a little mini cart that I can put up right next to me, and I can keep it stocked. So I'm kind of excited about that. And even these little photo holders. I think we got this at Michael's a year ago or a while ago. I'm going to use these to house my ephemera, and then I'm going to label it. So I'll have different types of ephemera, and then I'll just keep this right in my cart. So when I'm ready to craft or if I'm ready to do something, I can just pull out my ephemera that's already sorted. So I'm kind of excited about this. All right, so let's jump into this. So do any of you guys have the Sidekick? This came out a while ago, and I love it. I keep it right on my desk, and it's perfect for making tags. So one of the things that Tim recommended, and he's a genius, you guys. He just comes up with, I'm like, oh my gosh, why didn't I think of that? Sometimes when I'm using this, my section comes off. But he said, get your distress sprayer, spritz the bottom, and it helps the section. And then you just go ahead and do the little lever. And I want to show you how strong this is, you guys. Look at how strong that is. It's lifting up my media mat. And this is the big media mat. So this sucker ain't going anywhere. So I'm pretty excited about that. Now, another thing that I have here while I'm getting ready to do my tags is, you guys know that I do, I'm a vintage inspired crafter, right? So I have a lot of antique games, vintage items. And this is from an old Milborn's game, because I sell the ephemera. But this is a perfect little holder. So as I've been cutting out my tags, I've been sticking them right here. So that way when I'm ready to use them, I have them all ready. Not this big one so much. But so this is my little holder. And then my little dies I just put right there. So I feel like I'm ready to go. I'm ready to cut my tags. So let's go ahead and cut some tags before we get started. So I've pre-cut some of my paper. And when you're making tags, there's a few ways you can go, right? These are just the manila envelopes. These are the ones that I get at the thrift store. And then I just cut them up and they work great. And then this is watercolor cardstock. I figured I'd go ahead and cut some of these in case I wanted to do some a little bit, wet tags. And then I also got some of these strips. And these are strips I've had in my stash forever. They were already pre-cut, but you can certainly pre-cut some of your cardstock to get ready to make some of these little dies. And for the most part, I'm going to be making little dies, or excuse me, little tags. But I do have a couple of bigger ones as well. Now, of course, you can always do your tags with cardstock. And if you are going to use cardstock, I like the double-sided. Some people think, well, how do you write the two when they're from? I don't know. I figured it out. You might want to cut a double tag. Maybe you can have, just not as busy. There's a lot of things you can do. But I do like to have the double-sided. Maybe one side isn't so busy. I don't know. I'm sure we can figure it out. But I have some of that cut as well. And then when you're getting ready to, look how strong that is. Another tip I wanted to show you is if you know you're going to be cutting out a lot of tags, I hate when my little die moves around, right? And this is something Tim shared as well, is tape your die to one of the little platforms and then just put your paper over it. And then you can cut several. So let me show you what I'm talking about here. So, and I doubled this. Hopefully it'll go through. We're going to find out, right? So this goes down. And then this goes here. And then I don't even have to worry about my die moving. If you think you would like a Sissix, I have, this is, it's called the Sidekick. This is the little mini die cutting machine. So yeah, I got it right when it came out because I thought, you know what, I can keep it right on my desk. Probably wouldn't hurt me to jump up and down to go use my die cutting machine because I could probably use the exercise, but I like having it right on my desk. And look at that, it double cut. So now I have 2 tags ready to go and my die is still right there. So I can sit here, listen to Christmas music. I actually was going to put on some Christmas music. Let's see if I can put it on low. Let's see. Bear with me. Pandora. But, oh, you know what, though? If I have my music on, then I'm going to also hear myself talking, so that's probably not going to work. Let's see. Yeah, it's not going to work. All right. So I'll have to get some Christmas music going for next time because I think that would be fun going into the holidays. So, okay. So now I have my tag cut out. And like I said, I'm just going to put it right here in my little box. And let's go ahead and cut out some heavier cardstock. Now, this is watercolor cardstock. It's a little bit thicker. I don't think it would go through 2 pieces of paper. You want to make sure your die is on your paper. And we're going to go ahead and send this through. Oops, let's see. It's got to be even when you do this. But look at that. This isn't moving, you guys, with the water that I spritzed. And I can just sit here and I can cut out several tags as I'm going along. And save this because you may want to cut some smaller pieces as you go along. But let me go ahead and just cut out one more piece of heavy cardstock, and then we will get going. I think I'll have enough, but I just wanted to show you how convenient this is. When I bought the Sidekick, the little dies came with it. So I got, let me show you, I got not only the little tag, and not only do I have tags, but I have, oops, I have numbers as well. And then I also have this little thing that goes on top of the tag. And then it also came with an embosser, as well as, what else did it come with? With some stamps. Yeah. So when I bought it, it came with this little thing so I can make some little labels. It has a stamp. It has a few stamps here. So it was a good value. I can't remember exactly what I paid for it. This little machine, this little piece here is coming for the embosser. But I used it a lot. It was one of the tools that probably seemed a little frivolous, maybe not. But I knew I would use it, and I love it because I could keep it right on my desk. So that's how I kind of get ready. I go ahead and I cut out several pieces of my tags. I'm ready to go. I've got them right here. If I need to cut more, I can. I'm going to go ahead and loosen this up. I see how it's so stuck. Slide it to the side, and now we're ready to go. All right. So I've got that put aside, and let's get going. All right. I don't think I'm going to need those. I'll put these aside. Let me just get organized here a second here. So let's start with bigger tags. So these are right out of the manila folders that I was telling you about. So you can go out and buy the pre-cut tags. They're not that expensive, I don't think. But I have a die cut that will cut this size of a tag, so it works well for me. And then, like I was sharing with you, I do have the little die that will finish off the hole here, but I wanted to show you. I'm trying to be organized, and I had all my stuff out. Yeah, here it is. These little reinforcement labels work great. So if you don't want to have to cut out all of those little pieces, these work great. And if you're going to make vintage inspired ones, you can pre-ink these. So in my little caddy here, the only inks I have in here are my ones that I use the most. So I've got my walnut stain, I've got my vintage photo, and then I've got my antique linen. So if I want to color up my labels here, or my, what are these called? My reinforcement labels, then I can just get my ink and then just color these up. And then they're going to be ready to put right on my tags after I finish decorating my tags. So you can get these little reinforcement labels at like Staples. You can get them at Walmart. I mean, they're nothing special, right? But this is a quick and easy way to color up your reinforcement labels. And it's really a nice finishing touch when you add it to your tags. So I just wanted to share that with you really quickly. Okay, so put these aside. All right, so the cards. So we can layer, we can do mixed media. Let's go ahead and do some layered tags first. So the first thing I want to do is I want to give this some background. Now you can do this with cardstock. You could do it with stamping. I like using oversized stamps. So let's see here. I have a really nice one for Christmas that I put it here. Yeah, so I have this music stamp here that really creates really pretty backgrounds. So I'm going to go ahead and do that on my first tag. Get out my Misty. All right. And Now with these oversized stamps, you don't want to necessarily put it up. Let's see if I can get this out of the way. You don't want to necessarily put it up against the edge because then your stamp won't work. So just kind of keep that in mind. Guess I don't need that. Another thing you can do is if you feel like your tag is going to move, you can always put some tape underneath. I didn't come prepared to do that, but you know what? We can fix that. We can remedy that. Okay, this is a make do. So if you get some double-sided tape, that probably would work best. I wasn't prepared, but I'm just going to add this really quickly here so my tag won't move. And then that way, when I stamp this, I don't have to, if I have to do it a couple of times, I won't mess it up. All right. So I think I'm going to go with a brown. Let's see here. So have any of you guys started your holiday crafting? Card making, tags, decor, anything like that? I'm just starting. I'm trying to get organized. I always make handmade tags. We're not a big family, so it doesn't take too many tags, but I always like to make handmade tags. Hi, Debbie. Where are you joining us from? You're making travel journals for some visiting friends. That's awesome. All right, so here is my background. Okay, so now that's ready to go. Now I'm just going to do some layering. So let me go ahead and edge up the side of my card. Now the way that I edge, I know a lot of people, do what I was just doing, but if you kind of tilt your blending brush a little bit, you can grab the edge. And that's how I like doing my edging. So I'm just kind of tilting it up a little bit to grab underneath. And then, let's see the glare. I can't do anything about the light in my room. I'm trying to see if I can get rid of that glare. All right. I can't do much about that glare, you guys. I guess I could turn off the light, but then it would be kind of dark. All right. So here is what my tag looks like so far. And then like I was saying, for these, I'm going to just add these little reinforcers. But I'm going to actually add some layers on this. I just wanted to show you how nice that looks. And if the back bothers you, you can always, this one's dirty, you can always double up your tag when you're done to have a cleaner surface. See, this kind of stuff doesn't bother me. I know it might bother some people, but it doesn't bother me. So if that does bother you, you can always just double it. Yeah, that music note stamp came from, oh gosh, where did it come from? I want to say I Break for Stamps. I used to be a designer for them. And I want to say that's where I got it. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to create some layers. So let's see what I have here. Now, oh, isn't that cute? Now your layers don't have to fit on your tag exactly. So if it's, you know, over the side a little bit, that's fine. Let's see what else I got here. I don't even know what I have in here, you guys. Let's see. These are big tags. This is another die cut that I have that I like making tags with. These are for my more extravagant tags. Let me see if I can. So I also create more extravagant tags. Let me pull this up a bit. I think that's a little better. It says I want to stay up. Okay. And these are some of my more extravagant tags. So these take a little bit more time. Most of these are layering. The ones we're working on today are just flat. But I also like to create really, you know, real fancier tags. And these are the ones that I sell in my shop. So these I don't necessarily put on our gifts. And I don't know why. I guess I could. I put these types of tags on our gifts. But these are the ones that I create and they go in my shop. And as you can see, I have a whole bunch of these. These are probably my favorite to make. They're just a lot of fun. Okay, so let's see here. So I've got some more little ephemera here. Let's see what we can come up with. So I know I'm going to do this little guy here, and then I think I'm just going to find some layers to go behind him. Let's see. Now your layers don't necessarily have to be ephemera. This was cut out from some scrapbook paper. So, you know, that would be cute as well if you wanted to do something like that. I probably would trim some of that because it's a little bit more than I would want. But that's kind of cute, right? Christmas. Or I can even put it straight like that. So I can do that. And then the smaller pieces are always fun as well. So let me go ahead and start to layer this. So I'm going to use my collage medium. You can use glue. In fact, I did get out some glue here. Clear drying craft glue. You can use glue. You can use collage medium. Collage medium, usually I go over it. So let's go ahead and use this. Like I said, I started, where do I get my materials? Mostly I get my materials from scrapbook.com. I am an affiliate for them, so I use a lot of their product and I find most of what I want. If I can't find the Tim Holtz stuff, sometimes I'll go to Simon Says Stamp. Don't go to them often though. And then I also go to Joggles, if you guys have heard of Joggles. I get some of my stuff there as well. Another place that I go to is Ranger Ink. Ranger started carrying some of the Tim Holtz stuff. And get it through you. Get it through me? No, I don't sell this product. I'm a digital creator, so if you like digital images like this, for instance, this was out of one of my kits. You can get like ephemera pieces and digital images from my shop at Taylormadecards4u. But I don't sell any of the inks or any of like that kind of stuff. But yeah, definitely check out my shop if you guys like ephemera type things. And if you like actual vintage stuff, I have vintage items as well in my shop. But some of the other stuff, yeah, like the inks and the tools, a lot of that I get from the retailers. All right, so that looks pretty good, I think. Now, one thing also, don't feel like you have to use it, the whole thing. So what I'm saying is, I think some of these look really cute just off the side. And let me show you. You like my taste. Thanks. I'm a vintage inspired crafter. So a lot of the kits that you'll find in my shop are vintage inspired because that's my style and that's what I like. I started creating digital kits because I got tired of using my ephemera and it being gone. So with digital, you can print over and over again. And that's what I like about it. All right. So as you can see, we're just starting to build layers. So I have that little tag there and I think it looks so cute. And don't throw these little pieces away, you guys, because we can use those again. And then this set here, this is the calendar. I bought this because I got tired of using my December calendar and I bought this at Simon Says Stamp. They have the whole year, but I just mostly wanted it for the end of the year, mostly for December. So now I can do this over and over again. So I was excited about that purchase. All right. And then this is actually another piece in my shop. So let me just trim it down. I have some really, really cute Christmas kits coming out. The Coffee Lovers Video Hop, or not Video Hop, Coffee Lovers Blog Hop is coming up. And I made a really cute set called, what is it called? It's called Christmas Cookies and Coffee. Oh, it's so cute. It's coming out next week. But I have some other Christmas kits in there that are a lot of fun. And I will share with you one more thing in just a minute. So I don't like that. Okay, I think I might just keep it like that. Yeah, I might just do that. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and use some collage over this. So, oh, you know what? I made this into a sticker, even better. So I don't even need to use my glue. Yeah, so sometimes on my ephemera pieces, if I'm smart, I will print it onto sticker paper. So I don't even have to use glue. I like decorating my packages. These are cute for envelopes as well. So just if you like decorating things and don't want to have to use a lot of glue, the sticker paper is great. All right. So I don't even need that because I have a sticker. Now, if you want it to look a little bit more vintage, this collage medium is vintage. So they have matte and then they have the vintage. And I like this because it gives it a little bit of a brown tone. Let me show you what I'm talking about. And I probably should have started with, I should have gotten a wet wipey because I'm going to need to get my brush cleaned. All right, so you don't need a lot of this, but watch this. See, it kind of gives it a muted vintage tone, and I love it. And it even does it for the card as well. And it's very subtle. It's not a lot. And then it kind of seals it. So you see what I'm saying? So I really like to go over my layers with this collage medium. All right. Now, one of the things also that might happen if you're using a brush is you might get brush lines. I don't know if you can see that, but while it's wet, just use your finger to level it out, and then that will get rid of the brush strokes for you. Okay, and then I think, oh yeah, that would be cute, wouldn't that? Put the little 25 right there. think I'm going to go ahead and put the little 25 right here. Or should I put it up on top? I don't know. Oh yeah, I'll do that. Okay. All right. So as you can see, layering is my favorite type of crafting. I like stamping, don't get me wrong, but I love working with ephemera. I guess that's why I started creating my own, because I love it so much. Okay. And that's it for that one. You see how easy that was to make with just a little effort. And you can get as detailed or as simple as you want. But this was just so simple to make. And like I said, if you don't like all this messiness on the back, you can easily take a finish tag or a cutout tag and just glue it. And then that way you don't have all of the ink or whatever on the back. Another idea is you can use designer paper. So designer paper is great as well to cover it up. Now, like I said, I was cleaning out my craft room and I found these stickers from prior years. I don't even know how long ago. These are little deers. I don't know if you can see them. But I'm going to add these at the bottom. Do I need to? Nah. But you know what? I've decided I'm going to use my stuff. So this is an appropriate time to use little reindeers. So I'm going to do that. And let's see, what else do I have? Oops, I just broke it. I also have a little, let's see. I just pulled his head off. All right. So was that necessary? No, it wasn't. But is it fun? Yeah. All right. So there was my little embellishment. Now, to finish your card, probably a lot of people don't think about this, but I like, and this is just me, I like using the heavy twine. I think it looks more vintage. I also wrap my presents in this. When instead of using like fancy ribbon, I just like the way it looks. So when I decorate my house for Christmas, it is definitely vintage inspired, and I like the presents under my tree to kind of have that vibe as well. So that's typically how I'll finish it. And then I use this to tie. So that's it. All right, so that's a layered tag. Let's see what else we can do. So the next thing I want to do is I think I want to work with this set here. This is a set that came out, gosh, a few years ago maybe. And what attracted me to this are these labels here. This is like a label stamp, and I love this look. I just love this look. So that's what I'm going to do next. Let's see here. So let me go ahead and close this up. Try to have a tidier work area. All right, so let's go ahead and make a bigger tag. So I think when you're making your tags, your image doesn't have to fit on the whole thing. So let's see. So actually it probably would, but I'm probably going to go off the side a bit here. But I want to think about my sentiment as well. So this isn't a big area. So probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp this and then I'll cut it so I can have two little labels there. And this might be too big. I might actually go with the bird. Let's see. You know, I haven't even used that deer yet. I probably should. We're going to go with the bird. Okay. So probably something like that. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. So I don't want my background to be too busy. And when I don't want it really busy, sometimes I just use these smaller stamps to create interest. So I'm going to use this script one here. But these are stamps that I've gotten from Finnabar. And they're great for mixed media. They're great to create backgrounds. And they're really controlled. I really like them. So this is what I'm going to use to create some interest in the background. So I'm going to come in with my antique linen. Thanks, Lan. And then I'm just going to grunge it up a bit. And then I'm going to come in with my stamp. So I'm going to use this one here. And I think I'm going to use red. Let's see. Now this one I can actually use my magnets because it's going to come off the side a bit. Something like that. And then I'm going to use my red inks. This is my cardinal red. Now, when I used these stamps before, I did them in black and white, but I'm going to add a little bit more color to this one. It really is a pretty stamp. And what's nice about these stamps is you don't have to color them up. So I know that there's a lot of stamps out there that you have to color them, but this is perfect as it is. Okay. And then I want to create some interest in my background, and this is where these are going to come into play. So I think I'm going to use black for this. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So when I'm creating interest on my background, I'm just going to, let me make sure I have this right side up. I'm just going to hold it in my hand, and then I'm going to get some ink on where I'm going to be putting pressure. So the pressure is going to come from my 2 fingers here. And I'm just going to create some interest. Just something very lightly. Just some background. And it just adds to the background. To give it a little bit of interest. And that's what I really like about these smaller stamps, because you can control where you're putting the pressure. And these are great for mixed media projects as well. All right, so now that I have my background, I found this when I was cleaning out my stamp set, but I think I'm going to use this for the smaller tags. So let me find my stamp that I'm going to use that I just lost. Oh, there it is. Merry Christmas. So I think I might go with Winter Wishes. Winter Wishes probably would fit. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Okay. But I love the way that this looks. Now, this is really busy. Hopefully when we use the black, it'll show through. see if we can straighten this up too. All right, and then we're going to come in with the black again. I think I'm going to use my archival ink though. I can find it. I don't know what my archival inks, but I'm going to use Momentum. Okay. All right, and yeah, so these are dark enough, so even if I have some background, it works well to cover it up. So, you know, if you're going to use this stamp set, it will stamp right through. But doesn't that look great? I think that I just love how that looks. And I hope I don't ruin it. I'm going to try something else here. So I want to put just more of this. And you know what? I don't know if this is going to work. This might really ruin it, but we're going to give it a try. And that's what's nice about playing, is you can try different things. I love this label effect. So I think I'm just going to put it throughout. And again, it's just to add more interest. I could have left it with just the winter wishes, but I just love that label. And then I'm going to come down here. So that says wishes, and then I'm going to have my winter show up right there. So there's a lot of ways you can go with this, you know, with stamping. So get out your Christmas stamps and then just start playing. And the nice thing about tags is they don't take very long to make, and it allows you to also try different techniques. All right, and then I'm going to, I like that. What do you guys think? Very simple, but I like how that turned out. What do you guys think of this one? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add my little label here. And we'll call that done. Now, if you're concerned about this not sticking, you can add some glue. Thumbs up. Thanks, Sandra. Appreciate that. All right. Oops. Pulled that right off, didn't I? And then I'm going to come in with my collage medium just to give it a layer over it. Doesn't take much, but we'll just add a little bit over it. And I like how it tints up the card too. All right, so there's that one. So that's 2 tags that we made. First we made this one with layers. This one was more stamping. And let's go ahead and make a smaller tag. So I kind of want to, let's see. There's that one right there. I kind of want to use this. I think this is really cute. I found this in my stash when I was cleaning up. I don't even know where I got it, but isn't it cute? And I think it's perfect for little cards. So let's go ahead and grunge this up a little bit. I'm going to add, let's see. And then I guess we're going to probably have to use our Misty here. So let's see. So these are new acrylic stamps. And if you guys have worked with those acrylic stamps before, you know that they stick a little bit to the ink. So we might have to be really careful here. So I'm going to put that on the side. And I'm going to do one at a time because I'm afraid that that stamp is going to stick. I think there's a way that you guys can like condition it, right? I mean, I've heard of people conditioning their stamps before. Has anybody heard of that, where they condition their stamps? And if so, how do you do that? Because I know that sometimes new stamps stick. Thanks, Sandra. Yeah, I don't know that a lot of people know I go live. I'm not real good at marketing. I just have fun. I know that my videos do great on replay, but I don't get a lot of people watching live. I probably should advertise more. But you know what? I craft for me. And if anybody wants to join me, I think that's great. I work full time. This is not my full time job. I am a technical business analyst, which is very boring. Use Versa mark on clear stamps. I'll try that, Susie. Thank you. I don't clean my stamps, but I find this one isn't doing too bad. But I find sometimes with these new acrylic stamps, it sticks and it moves my paper. But what I was saying about people watching, I don't get a lot of viewers when I'm watching, but I get a lot of replay viewers. And I think it's because I probably don't advertise enough. But you know what? That's okay. I mean, I craft for me. And if anybody wants to join along, I think that's great. I probably should advertise more, but I'm just not good at that. All right, so let's see. I don't know. I think I want to put like a little image or something there. I don't know. Let me see what I have. Maybe we'll go both image. Clear stamps resist ink, and Versamark makes the ink hold better. Okay, I will check that out. I don't want to use that. I want to use my small ephemera pieces. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I need a little Santa. I need a little Santa, don't I? Ooh, look at that. Oh my God. That was waiting for me there, you guys. Perfect. Okay. So we're going to add this little guy here. It's too funny. And I know it's a little bit after 3, but we started 10 minutes late. So we're going to keep going for a few more minutes here. I try to keep these lives at about an hour, but we started late. Okay, so, oh, that's so cute. Okay, so I've got my little Santa. I've got my little postcard. I want to have like a little canceled. This is like December, has December on it. So I think I'm going to actually do it down there. I don't mind stamping over my images. Some people may not like that, but that doesn't bother me. So how did you guys know that I was live? I'm just curious. Did you get a notification, or did you just happen to go onto YouTube and saw that I was live? I know some of you, like Susie, you were here last week. You know that I come on at 2 o'clock. I'm just curious how some of you guys found that I was live today. All right, so that's, guys, keep clicking together. Keep those separate. All right, so see what I did here? I just added the little canceled stamp. That was cute. And then this little guy here was left over from the last tag that we made. So I'm going to just stick it right there. You got a notification. Okay, yeah, I know some of you guys are subscribed to my channel. So that's nice. I'm glad to see that the notifications are going out. And my husband asks, so how many people are joining your live? And I'm like, oh, a few, not too many. They started laughing at me, but you know what? I'm in a craft anyway. I might as well turn on the camera. All right, God, that's coming out really cute. Naughty or nice. Boy, wouldn't that be fun to be able to put that naughty or nice? I don't know if it's going to fit though, you guys. Yeah, that may not fit. So we could do that on another stamp though. So I think I might call that one done. Let me see if I have another little piece of ephemera I can add. I kind of feel like it needs something right there. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't know. I don't know. Something small. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, I got parcel post though. I got some small pieces in here. Let's see if I can just find something little. Oh, we should use this on my next one. Yeah, I get kind of excited when I find little pieces. All right, let's see. I really should organize my ephemera with big to small, because I really need some just smaller pieces here. Let me see. I know I have some small pieces in my Halloween stash here. So doesn't it seem like the Halloween crafting went so fast? I mean, at least for me, I ordered some of the Tim Holtz Halloween ephemera, but it came late. And by that time, I had already kind of moved on. It's a little disappointing. I know it wasn't his fault for sure, with all of the problems we're having with the shipping. But I feel like my Halloween crafting just came and went so fast. So that's why I want to make sure I get some of my Christmas crafting in. I mean, fortunately, I always have leftovers from the prior season, but I like to use the new product. I like to share with you guys ideas on the new product. That didn't really work out too much for Halloween this time. Let's see. I probably should figure out my layering before I glue down my Santa. That's all right. Okay, so we're going to go with that. Keep these little pieces here. And then going to add my finished. And these little things, these little labels were great for not only the bigger tags, but the smaller ones as well. So add this. All right, and there's another tag. So really cute. Okay, so we were able to get 3 tags done. Here's the little one. And then these 2 here I have finished. We are almost at an hour, but I want to do one more thing. And I'm not going to actually decorate, but I want to show you something before I let you guys off the hook here. So if I can find my stuff, I wanted to show you, I know in the beginning of the video, I shared with you these little matchbook ATC holders, and they're so cute. You can give these to friends and you can tear them off. They have the perforation. I don't know if you can see that, but they tear off. And it's a real cute way to store your ATCs. I have several of these. But you can do this with tickets as well. And that's what I wanted to share with you real quick on how to put that together. So I cut out a few tickets because I wanted to show you how it works. All right. Maybe we'll do this next week. I don't know. We'll see. Seems like the hour goes so fast, doesn't it? So this is just an inverted matchbook. And this is the tickets. So what you could do is you can decorate this up and then you can attach them. In fact, you know what? Let's decorate one up really quick here. Do you guys still have time to hang around for a second? This is going to be real quick because I want to show you how cute this is. So this could be, There's a lot of ways you can go with this. You know what? Let's use that little guy that we just found. I don't want to cut off his head though. They don't have the little paper dolls anymore. I really like the real small ones. And that's another reason why I started creating my own digital images, because I like my stuff to be small. And you can't always find the small stuff. So let's go ahead. I just want to show you how to put this together because it's really cute. So maybe we'll use the naughty and nice here. Naughty or nice. But I gotta, you need a focal point though. That's the dilemma. That's the problem, is you need a focal point. Let me see. Let me dig through my stamp set real quick and see what I can find. Bear with me, bear with me. Let's see what I got real quick here. Just something small is what I'm looking for, just to give you an idea. Oh, okay. So let's do this real quick because I think this will be perfect. So, oh yeah, look at that. That'll be perfect. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp this because I just want to show you how this would work. And just put your little magnet. And then I'm going to stamp this. It's going to come off the sides a little bit, but you know what? That's okay, right? This is just for a demo purpose. So let's stamp this really quick. And you can do this with ATCs. You can do it with the stickers or the C6 die cuts. But if you do it with the ATCs, you have to have that little tool that you can perforate. You know, so that way you can tear off your ATCs, kind of like my little booklet I had. But let's do this real quick. So it's a little bit bigger than the actual die, but that's okay. And then, you know what? I'm dying to use this little guy, but he just doesn't fit. All right, so this is just for demo purposes. All right, so let's pretend we had all of these all decorated, right? And then you're just gonna get your little inverted matchbook and just stick it right there. And excuse the reach here. Get your stapler out. This is an antique stapler. Doesn't always work, so we're gonna give it a try, you guys. I don't know why I surround myself with old stuff. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But you know what? It makes me feel good. All right, so you just put your little tickets there, and then let me do this right. You don't want to do it this way. You want to do it this way. So let me see if I can figure this out. I probably should have one of those clips. You guys know what I'm talking about? Yeah, there it is right there. Okay, so I want to hold this in place. This is my impromptu demo. And then I just want to make sure I give good pressure. It worked. And then you see how it kind of went through? That's your outside. And then this is your inside. And now you have these little tickets that you can tear off. See? But the idea is you want to decorate these up. So you can have like different to and from tags. You can have, you know, all sorts of fun things. But then you can house them here. And they're a really cute way. It's a really cute way to store your little pieces. And then you can decorate this up as well. You know, maybe that's where my little guy should go, right? See, he could go right here. I'm going to do one when I finish off camera here, and then I'm going to post it at the end. But you can decorate him up. Isn't he cute? And then you can have little tags in here that kind of tear off as you go along. So that's what I'm going to work on off camera, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and make one of these off camera when I'm done here, since I've got all my stuff out already. And I'm going to post it at the end of my video when I reload it. So that's really it. My hour's up. I don't want to take any more of your time. Hopefully you guys had fun hanging out with me. I didn't get to half the stuff I have on my desk. I can't believe an hour goes so fast. But we did accomplish a few things, right? We made a few tags. I don't know where they're at because I can't find them on my desk now. But we made a few tags. It gave you guys a few tips. And hopefully you had fun. Oh, there are my tags. Hopefully you had fun just hanging out with me. And yeah, Sandra, check out the shop if you like vintage inspired stuff, because I have a lot of great stuff out there. But this is what we did today. Just had fun tags. And then I'm going to continue working and finish up creating these little ticket matchbooks, because I think these will be a lot of fun to create as well. So that's it for me, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me for the last hour. And get your Christmas stuff out. It's time to start your Christmas crafting. So if you haven't started making your tags yet, get organized, get your stuff at your fingertips so you can make some cute tags for Christmas. All right, guys, we'll see you later.